Good morning. It's Tuesday, the 14th of April. I wonder if you ever made one of those special communication devices where you got a tin or a yogurt pot and you made a hole in it and fastened a piece of string between two of them, and then one of you would speak into one end and the other would listen, and you imagined that you could hear each other. At the moment, there are all sorts of imaginative ways that people are finding to keep communicating. I like one story I read about of houses opposite each other in Leeds. Sian had seen a cat in the window of the house opposite, and she wanted to find out about him. She'd nicknamed him Eric, but she wanted to know what his real name was, so she wrote a sign that read, "What is the black and white cat called?" The neighbour responded with a sign of their own that read, "Walter." The messages between the houses continued. Sian wrote another sign that read, "Great name. Walter is a handsome boy." The reply read, "He says, thank you." On Sunday afternoon, we communicated in a different way as we had a family afternoon tea on Zoom, complete with an Easter bonnet competition. I thought you might be impressed with my Easter bonnet. There you go. A different way of communicating. Alongside that, I've read about care homes enabling video conversations between residents and their families, neighbours having coffee in adjacent gardens and chatting through the fence, wedding celebrations and parties held online, messages of hope and encouragement in so many windows, and of course the usual phone calls, text messages and emails, each of which is important and significant. It's so important that we continue to communicate. It's so important to find ways of expressing our love for each other. A hospital in Wigan came up with a wonderful way of making sure people know that they are loved. They sent out an appeal for pairs of knitted hearts. One heart would be placed near each patient in intensive care, and the other one posted to their relatives. The staff said, "Sending out the heart is just a little message from all the staff at Wigan ICU to show that we are caring for their loved one to the best of our ability and thinking about the relatives at home." At this time of not being able to be together, let's continue to find ways of communicating that show that we love and are loved, that express the love of God that never gives up and overcomes all things. Let's pray. Loving God, we thank you for your love so freely given. Help us to share your love freely and generously. Help us to keep in touch with those around us. May we love and be loved. Amen.